All right, let's move on then. Let's go right next door.
Right next door. So that must be Miami.
Atlanta.
Wow. Well, that's not exactly
In
right next door, is it?
It's close enough. Quiet. In the door, DEJ7 in free agency. Quentin Westberg on a free transfer. Tyler Wolf was recalled from loan. Amar Sajic was re-signed, and Clement Diop in free agency as well, while losing Bryce Washington, Alex DeJean, Ronaldo Cisneros, Rocos Rios Novo, who is now in USL, George Campbell, Emerson Hyndman, Alan Franco, Marcelino Moreno, Don Dwyer, and Josef Martinez. This team is interesting. Again, very much like a lot of teams that we're talking about so far, is they've got a really good-ish starting 11 outside of one glaring issue. There's no number 9. This is a team that's got 0 striker options right now. That being said, they are in the rumor mill to try and hijack a transfer of Georgios Giacomakis. He is a striker at Celtic who is currently trying to move to, I believe, Japan, if I remember correctly. Um,
Yep.
I can't remember the team name, but they're
It was
trying to
like
get him in.
Uruwara Red
Yeah,
Dragons or something like
Red
that.
Dragons. I thought it was Red Dragons. I wasn't sure. Um, but they're trying to hijack that move. $5 million, I think they're trying to spend for the guy, which would fix a lot of what they're doing. But right now, that and some center back depth would be helpful for this side. You've got Miles Robinson coming off that massive injury, uh, Puerta, who is very, very good. Then you got Efren Morales and Noah Cobb, and maybe Andrew Gutman if you want to do it in a 3-back. But you really should get one or two more players of performance quality in that role as well. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely. Center back wise, with Franco leaving, really leaves it pretty shorthanded. And don't forget, Miles Robinson's coming back from a very serious injury, so no idea what he's going to look like, at least at the start. I would have definitely liked to see them do a bit more there. Yeah, striker obviously is a giant glaring hole at the moment, and it would be fantastic if they got that deal across the line. I would hope maybe they can, but if not, that's definitely going to be a huge question mark for this team going into the season. I would think in that case we'd have to go with Jackson Conway up top at the moment, and then I would actually like to see. See, I think we have good talent on paper in the midfield, but I feel like a lot of these guys have been underperforming. Like Alonso's obviously coming back from a very like another big injury at 37. Rosetto just hasn't really been up to par. I feel like Santi Sosa's been a little disappointing. Ibarra as well. Like I think Sadic has honestly been one of our better center mids, and the names and the transfer market values are there in the midfield, but I wish we kind of revamped it a bit because it just that midfield has not been the same since we lost Nagby.
Yeah, I very much agree. Sorry, I'm looking down here. Unfortunately, this alert came after we spoke about them. Red Bull are we talk about Red Bull needing center back depth. They are now linked to a 21-year-old Colombian center back. So there's your center back depth. Go Red Bull.
There you
Um,
go. They must be listening live.
they are. They are. They have to know. Yeah. Again, if you're sticking with that same shape, right? Mosquera on one side, Araujo on the other, with Almada at 10, Franco Ibarra and Rossetto or Sajic, whoever it may be, with Brooks Lennon, Andrew Gutman, Puerta, Robinson at full health, and any one of those goalkeepers. My guess is Guzan, if he's healthy, he's going to be number one, obviously, is good. But you're right. The underperformance of certain players that should be better is what kills you. So, um, I've got them at a C minus right now because they haven't gotten that striker across the line. You gotten rid of Moreno, you gotten rid of Franco, you gotten rid of Josef, and the replacements haven't been there. Bocanegra, we already know, is walking a tight line in Atlanta with his poor handling of player movement. Um, he is, I think he's on his last stride. If he doesn't replace Josef properly and this team finishes out of the playoffs again, he's gone. So he's got to get this one right.
No, he should have been gone by now already.
No disagreements.
Yeah, I would. So my spreadsheet gives them a B minus. I don't agree with that. I think that's being heavily carried by the signing of a DJ, but I would give it a C. I really don't like the turnover and the players that we lost. I think there were bits of Cisneros that showed last season. I would have liked to have seen maybe if we could have got something out of that. Sucks to see Josef leave the way he did. It just felt like such bad terms. Like obviously, I don't think there was. No, I mean I'll say. I mean, it just feels like it was bad terms to leave on. Like this was the face of the team since it almost started basically, and I feel like the exit was so underwhelming. I don't like that we lost Franco, especially with how little center back depth we had. So and I don't think they've replaced very well. To be honest, I think C might even be generous. I really have not been happy with this window much. I mean, we signed two goalkeepers to back up Brad Guzan, and everybody has. I mean, if you consider those three, they have a combined age of over 100. Like it's insane. I don't understand the direction that this team is going or what the plan is, if there even is a plan.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think the biggest name in that list obviously is Georgios if he can get in. But other than that, there's nothing really that jumps off the page to me. So I think we move on.